felt it running right. I felt it running right the first time I drove it.
And then it started popping.
So
you just admitted that it was your fault.
Well, I think you weakened it, and I finished it off. I really done. Ah! Ah! Who put that in?
All right, I'm getting ready for second Thanksgiving stuff because we didn't. I didn't eat enough yesterday. I feel like I need to eat more. You know, I didn't get enough. What about you, Jet?
I'm boycotting eating. What about you, Bub?
You got your first haircut yesterday.
Yeah, look at this boy.
Oh, what a distinguished gentleman you are. Yeah. So I came over here to get Dad set up with a camera because my SD card's messing up on the big camera. So he took the drive shaft out so far, took the exhaust off, started draining fluids yet or no?
I drained the tranny fluid, and it was really, for as mean as I am to this transmission, it
not bad.
I've never even changed the fluid in like 8 years. So.
He did find something though, so I don't know if you guys remember at Buick versus Ford, we were having issues. We were trying to turn the boost down, so it didn't make so much boost that it started popping and banging.
If I think under 15 pounds, it would have never popped. But
as you can see, this line is melted, and it was ran from the bottom of this wastegate, and I guess it went right here.
We had them over here, but they had somehow kind of gotten right about there, so it shooting fire on it.
So it burned a hole on the bottom line of this wastegate. So whenever it was putting the air on top of the dome to only make that certain amount of boost, but it wasn't releasing the dome or releasing the air. So found the issue there, and you think we got a intake gasket blown?
Well, I got oil all the way to my turbo, which is the turbo's blowing the air this way. So now we could be making too much oil, and it could just be blowing through the seal of the turbo, I guess. But when I took the intake tube off, it was just dripping oil out at the butterfly. So because if we've got an intake leak, that would definitely
be why it's popping. But I mean, you weren't with me the day that I drove it.
Right.
The day that I drove it, when I was just tuning it,
it didn't do nothing.
It pulled clean, hard the whole way. 23 pounds of boost, just ripping the whole time.
We're going to take it out. We're going to get it on this stand, and we're going to take it apart piece by piece till we find whatever the problem is, and then we're going to fix it.
Yeah.
And then we'll just see what happens after that. But that block was O-ringed. I think the pistons was still kind of down in the hole in my mind. Well, I would have never put a 27 thousandths gasket on it if they wasn't in the hole. So I feel like the only gaskets available right now are 40. So that's only 13 thousandths, but I'd like to just
deck it.
Just deck it just enough, just to make sure it's square, deck the heads to make sure they're square. It's already got 1/2-inch head bolts, and we'll probably go up to those 40s. Now I could order some 50, 60, 70, whatever we need to. So we got to make a decision if we're going to deck out completely, take the groove out. But those grooves are usually in there 15 to 20 thousandths deep. So if we do that, we're definitely going to have to put thicker gaskets on it. But we're not in a hurry. It's the end of the year. I found a couple other things I want to upgrade. My drive shaft is 1350 U-joint, the big bad ones like we've got in there. Well, like we've got in our other two cars. I don't know about Pat's. Just got something else on it. I don't know.
That's a different breed.
But my drive shaft is a 1350. Everything's 1350 back to the factory 12-bolt yoke.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna buy a billet 12-bolt yoke that's 1350 and just put a 1350 back there, because if we ever get it right, which I'm in in the 8s with that.
Yeah, you went 890 like that. So.
Yeah, so it went on 127, 60 foot on the back tires.
I was hoping this old would go 890, but it just.
I think it will.
I think it'd go 9s easy.
Running right, I don't think we'll have any trouble. And all I want is 990s, 960s, but be able to drive it and it not run hot. Have a handshake.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Had to get a haircut to go with the handshake.
Yeah. But all right, well, I'm gonna leave this little camera with Dad, or the GoPro with Dad, since my big camera. I think I corrupted a file. I think it corrupted the SD card, and that SD card had that LS build on it. So
that really stinks because that was gonna be
gonna be
a cool build, but
yeah. But all right, I'm gonna leave this with Dad. That way he can get back to work. I gotta run to Walmart real quick, then I'll be back to help him. So, as usual, you're doing all the work.
I mean, it's a common thing. It's a theme out here.
All right.
We would definitely.
What can I say? You're welcome.
What is it?
Moana. Favorite movie of all time right now.
I could probably save you some time here. The whole thing's coming off.
Eesh. My hand's got right now, so. Why didn't you just do that first?
I was trying to, but you wasn't listening to me.
Yeah, whatever. Just being kind of a butthole, but if you ever need a life hack, zip ties and a little Schwinn wagon can get you set up for a home movie theater.
Okay. Too tight. Loosen?
No.
Oh, it didn't?
No.
I thought it gave. You want to get you a longer wrench? Oh, there you go. I need to be holding it like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you gonna be able to get that bolt out there?
This one? Yeah.
Okay.
I think I can get
You can get this one over here, probably. Here.
Look at that! Oh. Look, it's back, Oz.
Holy smokes! I almost sent that thing. Almost sent it through the past windshield.
Where did it go?
I probably got super long thingies. Well, not really, I mean. I think if we had a pry bar on both sides and could jack it up at the same time, like a 3-man job, we could get it out of there. But it's that one. I mean, we can cut it as long as they. Oh, it's just it's probably well, it's probably just my field one. Okay. So yeah, we was pulling on that. I think we can just come up now. Boy!
That way.
Watch out, baby.
Look out, baby. That's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Okay?
Didn't even spill a drop. Okay, so you're on the jacks, but how could we hold it to lift the car off? I mean, just let this car.
It's not even on the jack.
Okay.
It's out. So now we can lift the car up off of.
All right, done. Got it on the stand.
Yep.
You think we're gonna find anything?
I could see us tearing it apart and finding nothing. I just hope we find something. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna. All we can do is tear it apart. Hope we find, you know.
Hope we
I got a
find
feeling
anything.
we're gonna find a head gasket problem,
Yeah.
and maybe just cruise. But I mean, it's hot.
I mean, you got some. You had some oil up here, right?
Over here
On
look,
this side.
I found this oil right there, which is kind of weird, unless we blew the gasket out.
I mean, you can look. It kind of the gasket kind of like goes down a little bit right there.
Yeah.
You got oil all back here.
I mean, it's really hard to say because I siliconed the dog out of that gasket. If it did move, I don't know how.
Yeah.
We're gonna take it apart, hopefully find something.
Yeah.
I'd like to get it tore down to the block because the tranny's ready to go to Brian's for a freshen up.
Yeah.
I'd like to take the block and get the deck milled and the heads milled and get the springs swapped and then really hone it, clean it, and just put it right back together, most likely.
Hopefully. Yeah, I'm gonna put you guys on the stand. We're gonna start tearing stuff apart or tearing the intake off and stuff like that. And then if I find anything, I'll take y'all off and let y'all know what we found. So,
hopefully
all right,
we find something.
let's get into it.
Look, look right there. I put the body of it in there. Gotta be on this side. It is still. Yeah, I mean, you can see how I had to cut these holes to even make this intake line up.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember it wasn't.
I mean, I was porting me. What are you doing? Keep hitting my hand. Need a bigger hammer, I guess. God. I really would like to keep the gasket packed so we can see what we're doing with it.
You can see if it's like blue intake gasket. China rails had some silicone on them.
Well, no dice there, so.
Yeah.
Because it was definitely sealed. It was definitely sealed.
That's all this raw U5. Right?
Yeah. It's got a lot up in there.
But if you look in the whole intake's like that.
Yeah. Dog, you're about to get on my last nerve. Yep.
Somebody on one of my videos said, shut that dog up.
Oh, yeah.
We tried before.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no way she'll shut up.
It absolutely won't work. I love how big these head bolts are. I mean, we could have more than 10. Wish we could adapt the LS head on here. That head doesn't flow. Which I think these heads are pretty hot. Like a good seal on them. So you think it was like this? Yeah. It was. Well, yeah. Top of that cylinder and the bottom of this one. And like I said, when we was getting on it, there's no way it wasn't pumping pressure right into the heat it up. Plumb right there too, a little bit. I just think we're gonna have to mill up.
Yeah.
it's definitely.
All these look all right. You can see where exhaust was escaping right there on this head. This is the gasket off of it, as you can see.
That's head side.
That's head side. And then this is the deck side, and that's where all this black is coming from over here.
Which everybody can see that it's got an O-ring groove for.
Yeah, it's got O-rings, but I don't know if they were, or it's got O-ring grooves.
Yeah.
And on this cylinder, piston looks alright, and then you get to this piston. It's real slimy on top.
Yeah, it's just oil and
But
water.
look, you can see exhaust escaping out right there. And then here's the gasket. That's the cylinder that looks bad right there. So, what about your heads? Oh yeah, you can tell.
Yeah, you can
Exhaust.
Yeah.
Huh. So, alright, well, that makes me feel a little bit better.
Well,
I guess.
I'm hoping that this is our only problem.
The only issue.
To me, I don't know that it, I don't know that it could have blown into the combustion chamber or into this area.
Mm-hmm.
And I was kind of hoping to find that, but
Yeah.
I don't know how I could get there without taking water with it.
Yeah.
I mean, look at all. That's why an Oldsmobile don't run hot. Look at all the water all the way around.
All the hole ports on there, or all the ports for water. But keep finding. Look, there's more of that stuff in there.
Yeah, I really
Right
think
here.
whoever had this motor before might have stuffed a rag or something in there. And that could have been some of our heating problem, but probably not. I mean,
Yeah.
probably had other issues. Oh. So
That one's gonna be hard to get on that stuff. You want to flip it over, or you want to?
we're at the point of flipping it over, but we might get some pads. I did drain the water out, but
So you're saying if there's anything that leaks out, it's completely your fault?
I think it might be yours.
Mine. You said you drained it.
This was your idea already, so. Jesus.
Don't worry, I got this big old girl like this. Don't worry, I got it.
That's fine.
Ugh.
That is a slimy old.
Gotta keep these lips kissable. Oh, don't eat it.
These are marked underneath.
And you mark it
That's
on top.
trust on the top of them. This one looks broke.
The piston?
Yeah, I don't know.
Right there.
There and there.
Oh, it does look broke, doesn't it?
It does, but I
What
don't,
one is that? 4?
I don't see
That
nothing.
does look. guess. One's probably faulty.
I mean, we got the air now. We need to get it a real gun.
Ah!
Okay. Get up here. Ah! 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 I think you're about to break the adapter.
Make sure this motor doesn't flip over.
Ah! Who put that in? How the hell did I get that? Yeah, you want to just hold that? Yeah. I don't know if I like this close to the Red Dragon, to be honest with you.
I was leaning away. I figured something would go shooting that way.
Mess to clean up, for sure. You know? Ah!
Man, why is there such a pile on this thing?
Well, those is probably 110 also. Well, there's a little play in this deal, so I advanced the cam 2 degrees.
Yeah. You didn't retard it?
I didn't retard it, I advanced it.
No good button down here. Some older cool. Yeah, I don't miss.
Same might have.
I don't feel like LS has ever smelled like that.
Might have 200,000 on it.
I don't feel like LS has smelled like that. It's just all, it's like small block Chevys and big block Chevys and open building stuff that smell like that.
Yeah.
Don't you think? I mean, we turned down a lot of LS's.
Yeah.
I don't ever think they smell like this. Anytime I turn down the old style motor, they always smell like it.
Yeah.
If you ever torn down a motor, like a small block Chevy, like a 350 or something, or anything like this, you know what smell I'm talking about.
I think it's because they run so much longer than LS's and stuff. I mean, they're so much better.
They're more reliable, is what
More
you're saying?
reliable.
That's what you're saying this thing is?
LS's, you know, we don't get as many passes, as many miles on them as these older motors.
How many miles of passenger on Cabron 6.0?
I ain't saying nothing about
Okay.
that motor. I got nothing to say about Cabron. I guess just kind of under the bench on the end there. I really wanted to check that seal out.
Alright, well, looks like an explosion went off from a DX small block over here.
Yeah.
What'd that take us?
We've
40
been working
minutes?
a little, right at an hour probably.
Well,
But, start over, I guess.
yeah,
I think we're just gonna put a light hone on it,
Mhm.
deck the block, deck the heads,
Mhm.
change the springs on the heads. We're gonna go ahead and put the BTR springs on it.
Yeah.
New
Found
gaskets.
like where the heads must have been leaking, like a head gasket.
They had to be.
You found a piston that looks like
I got
it might be
piston that
cracked.
Looks like it might be cracked, but it's just on the side. It don't go up the top, so I don't know. It could just be a bad scratch, you know, from something.
Yeah.
So new rings, bearings, gaskets.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Well,
and
whenever
a
we
little
get
bit
it-
of machine work.
Whenever we get it back together and in the car, I'm not driving it.
Yeah.
You're driving it first.
Well, we're gonna try to turn it down as far as we can. First.
Yeah, whatever you say.
Uh,
I mean, very first rip on it made 23 pounds.
well, we may we may run a heat cycle and then go back and torque them head bolts since we found those bottoms loose on that one side. So.
Yeah, that might have been the issue the whole time.
That could have been, you know, it may have stretched them out. I mean, look at these half-inch head studs. How you stretching that out?
I'm sore from breaking all these loose,
right?
You know, but okay, well.
Training's fresh. You know, get fresh tranny, a 16.0 converter.
It's gonna be.
We're gonna give it its best shot to work. And then I thought about the car show person in me wants to have the.
You gotta get those chrome plated or what?
If I could get them chrome, I would. But we're definitely gonna get them ceramic coated, maybe aluminum or black, even black. I mean, just as long as they're not rusty looking. That was driving me batty.
Yeah.
So. But we may have it back together in 2 or 3 weeks and have it ready for next season already.
Yeah.
Now, rear main seal, we really didn't find anything.
Maybe ready to go roll racing or something.
Might be. That rear main seal, you know, I normally clock a rear main seal. You've seen I had it clocked.
It was clocked, yeah.
We may put it just regular this time and try something different, you know. We may need to, you know, go make sure we got plenty of silicone going this way.
Yeah.
To it, you know. Who knows?
Automobile stuff.
Hootie.
All right. Well, that'll be it for today's video. We're going to, like we said a few times, take this to the machine shop, get it all ready. Everything's going to be freshened. Put it back in the olds. Turn the boost down, hopefully, and see where it goes. Make sure it's not popping, stuff like that, and
as long as it ain't
hopefully we can get this thing fixed.
If
it makes some oil pressure and if it runs cool, we need to get you need to figure something out for your alternator to where it's not charging at 12 when you're idling.
Yeah, either we need a bigger bottom pulley and a small or a smaller alternator pulley.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be the easiest, just changing the alternator pulley.
Yeah, so we need to figure some stuff out on this thing, but
we're just gonna put it back together and give it its best chance, because I think running right, it's gonna be. I mean, we know you felt it running right. I felt it running right the first time I drove it.
And then it started popping.
So
you just admitted that it was your fault.
Well, I think you weakened it, and I finished it off.
All right. Well, that'll be it for today's video, so make sure you like, subscribe, and we'll holler at you later.